So what's going on? Where is my thing? Did it go to a different place? Hey. All right. So I guess they changed. They made some changes on YouTube side of the streaming studio, and just a second, I'm getting an echo. Which required it resetted my stream key, so I had to reset that. But then as I stopped the old one that I thought was recording and started the new one, it changed the URL. So yeah, but I think we're good now. So hey Derek, Max, Rad Rat Comics, how's it going? Let me figure out what I'm doing here. All right, so yeah, nothing. No, so what I'm saying is that it is not user error. We'll call it a 50-50. We'll call it half me, half YouTube. I just didn't know. I didn't know that they changed something on the setup side, because I don't usually stream. At least I'll stream with other people, but I don't really stream with myself or just myself that often. But today, hey Flavored, how's it going? How blurry? What if I make it bigger? Is it just bigger and blurry? Derek says there's no issues, so I guess that's on you, Max. Hey Chandler, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. I got 2 confirmations of I'm not blurry, so I'm gonna say this is on you, Max. All right, so yeah, I mean, nothing real super special today. This is just something I needed to put together a CBCS order, and I'm sure there might be some people out there that haven't done this before, haven't seen this side of it, so get an idea. I also have a CGC order coming up that I'll probably do the same thing, just so you can see the process for both of them. And yes, and Chandler, yes, I see you. The CGC order is coming up, and Derek, I know you're on it as well. That one had priority for a while, but then I found out that CBCS, I had a CBCS order building also, and I found out that CBCS had a sale going on for 15% off. But the submission has to be postmarked by the end of December. So so now the CBCS one kind of got priority, so I had to knock a lot of stuff out for this one, and it's finally ready to go. All but one. There's one book that's still in the press, so don't let me forget to add that one as I go through these. But the CGC order, it's very, very close. Everything's ready. There's one book I'm waiting on that I want to put in it, but with everyone knows how the post office has been lately, we'll see. But I at least can fill in the order on their website, except for that one book. I might just have to, if it takes too long, I might just have to hold off and save it for the next time. But it's that retailer incentive, the thank you retailer incentive for the Last Ronin one. and I wanted to get that sent in to CGC because obviously you can't do that with CBCS. They don't do oversized. Which also, speaking of, I think I'll put a nice little cap on this. I'll do a CBCS order. I'll do a CGC order, and then I will also do just a non-streaming video, but just a video of comparing the two services, comparing CBCS and CGC. Oh, Derek, you have no idea how many Last Ronins are in that freaking thing. I think I have like at least 10. From various things. Luckily between myself, Derek, and Chandler, there's no duplicate covers, so we're able to all get our Last Ronins in there. And then there was Derek. You have a Raphael #1. I also have a Raphael #1 that I'm going to send in. I'm going to send mine in. But they're distinguishable enough that we'll be able to tell which one's which. And then I have a TMNT #1 second print or third print, I can't remember, and a TMNT #2 second print I'm going to send in. So this should be fun. Oh, Travis, that was yours. Oh, that was, but it was for somebody else for Travis that Travis is putting in. I remembered like Travis gave it to me, but. Okay, Steve. Yeah, but it wasn't actually his. You shouldn't have said anything, Derek. Maybe I just would have given it to you after it was done. You do have a Raphael. Okay, yeah, we'll get that on the next one. I don't want to risk it with putting 3 Raphaels in there. But all right, let's go ahead and get started. If you all have any questions or anything, I'm going to try to keep my eye on the chat as I go, or if you just want to hang out and chat among yourselves. This is something I needed to do tonight anyway, so I figured like, let's just go. So I got some scotch for Christmas, so I'm drinking that. Before I log off, remind me to take this stuff out of my office, because if I log into work tomorrow and they see that I have this bottle of Glenmorangie like sitting there, they're gonna be like, this is a problem. So remind me you got 2 things to remind me of. Remind me I need to I'll start with it. I'll start because I have the one that's still in the press. So I was gonna say, remind me I have an X-Men 14 that I need to add that's not in my box here because it's in the press, and also remind me to take my my liquor out of here when it's done. All right. So this should go fairly smoothly. It's a fairly easy process. You do have to fill in quite a bit, but a lot of it is fairly obvious. The things that are trickiest are year. I mean, it's not tricky. It's just usually I have to look them up because I just don't know off the top of my head what year things are. So that's why I have Comics Price Guide handy, so I can just look up a book and very quickly see what the year is to plug that in. Publisher is usually easy. Variant can be tricky. Pedigree, I don't have anything there. Quantity is easy. Insured value is hey, Leave It to Comics, how's it going? Just going through CBCS order thing. I probably got I don't know how many, 30 or so books that I have to add. And I'm not doing any fast pass or anything like that. I will do pre-screens on some of them. I'm not sure what on some. I haven't really decided yet, but we'll figure it out as we go. But I have a total of 4 different people that are on this order. Myself, Max, if you all know Max, has a couple books in there, and 2 customers. And we all have signatures. We all have signature books. So CBCS is the only option, right? If you have books that are already signed, you have to go CBCS if you want them verified. Max Comics. You know Max. The Max. She was in here before. I don't know if she still is. She's actually on her way over here real quick. She has to pick something up. She's going to be popping in and out. All right. So the first thing I have is an X-Men number 14. And that's in the press. So let's go ahead and look up that year, 1960 something. So X-Men 14, first appearance of the Sentinels. What nerd? You call me a nerd? Oh, Max nerd. Yeah. All right, so X-Men 14, 1965, first appearance of the Sentinels. So I need to put that in there, 1965. Publisher, Marvel. A lot of these have autofills. They have things that have been in there before. Insured value. It's been a while since I've looked at the value on this one. Let me see what I have it rated as. Or maybe, you know what? So I have this listed as about $300. So I'll call it $300. And let's see. Is this right? Is this auto-filling in my tier? Yeah, leave it to comics. T-Chan is right. It's $25 per signature on top of the slabbing itself. So if you're getting a modern book slabbed, that's a slab is $18. If you are subscribed to their services, it's only $16, but then it's $25 on top of that per signature. And you have to tell them what the signature is. They won't like try to figure it out. And you know, a lot of times it's obvious, right? So one I'll be doing today is Clayton Crane, right? Clayton Crane is obvious. Adam Hughes. Adam Hughes is obvious, but you still have to tell them what the signatures are. All right. Did that auto fill in when I put? What if I take this out? Does it? That would be nice. Like, what if I? Let me do this real quick. Let me do this. To double check services, grading, prices. Yeah, leave it to comics. That's gonna add up. But I mean, they'll all be verified. You know, that's pretty cool. All right, so pre-75 up to 250 gets me into expanded. So consumer is any year. Yeah, I'm in consumer with this. So we'll save that. None of that stuff. And if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I did this. If you add pre-screens, I think that's done at the end. So now I'll have to remember to go back and do all that. But I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, it's not super hard. It's just kind of time consuming, you know. So we'll do this one next. So this is Max's book. So this is Cosmic Ghost Rider Destroys Marvel History. Number 1. Greg Horn, Virgin variant, signed by Greg Horn. Pretty cool little book. Ghost Rider. What did I say? Which one is it? Ghost Rider. Cosmic Ghost Rider destroys Marvel history. Is that what I said? Wait. Oh, that's Revenge. Okay. Yeah. So, and that was number 1, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it's number 1. Let's see. That was that 19 or was that 2020 or 2019? That's why we have. That's what we have. Yeah, that's yours. Do you not want me to put these in the CBCS order anymore? I can take them out. All right, so it's this one right here. So this was 2019. Marvel. And let's see, is this gonna Greg horn art exclusive. Great horn. Oh, this is Great Horn C. Okay, another nice. Like comicspriceguide.com. I mean, aside from having prices, and people can argue with their prices, and you can argue with any price, it is a good resource. So here I'm saying, oh yeah, it came out in 2019. Oh, it's also the C cover, makes life a little bit easier. Exclusive C. Okay, no pedigree, insured value. I think that's what you paid for it. Add verified name. This is Greg Horn. Right. Wait. No. Yeah. Verified. So. And this is nice. It shows, so it automatically picks the cheapest tier that they're not getting it rapid, fills that in. So it's $16, and because I am a member, add the 25, and then so it comes to 41 for that one, and save. Yeah, Rad Rat, I have the free subscription to Comics Price Guide, which only allows 50 issues. So like as you can see there, 50 issues, and it says like this is the value, which is absolutely not true, because with the free subscription, or at least when I did it, like it didn't allow you to put in the grade, so I think it just assumed like a super high grade. So I ended up subscribing to the CLZ app. And I like that in that interface, especially on a cell phone. So that's what I use to actually track my collection. That and a spreadsheet. I keep them sort of in sync with each other. Yeah, it's 50, which isn't a whole lot, as any collector knows. I gotta scooch this to me a little bit closer, so I'm not reaching so far. All right, so 2 books down. All right. While we're with this, we'll do Revenge of the Cosmic Ghost Rider #1. This is signed by Clayton Crane. This is also a Max book. Let's see. And the how it fills stuff out is really nice, and CGC does that as well. When I do a video over comparing the two, I'm gonna talk very little about the actual process here. It's more gonna be about services and customer service and things like that. And when I do get to that, Revenge of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. All right. Yeah, Derek, I was not grandfathered in. I was in after, so now I have to pay every month for it. But it's, I think it's worth it. It's so handy. I don't remember how much I'm paying, but all right. So this came out in 2020. I'm not seeing this cover though, the Clayton Crane cover. Let's hope that CBCS has our back on this. Clayton Crane. Hey, Southern Comic Geek, how's it going? This is the Scorpion Comics, so maybe it's under Scorpion Comics. Scorpion Comics. This is what's ridiculous. Scorpion. I don't. Is this the Scorpion Comics or the Clayton or is it the Clayton Crane? I don't know what this is. Crane connecting variant. It's not that, I don't think. It's not a retail incentive. Let's see. Let's go to eBay. Let's see what they say. Let's see. Revenge of the Cosmic Ghost Rider 1 Clayton Crane. Okay, so it's this thing. Clayton Crane variant cover. Clayton Crane variant. So Clayton Crane, but all right. I'm just gonna say Clayton Crane cover because I I do not know what else to put in there. All right. Let's see. All right. So this is okay. I got to put a price in here, Max. This was a Christmas gift for Max. I got to put the price in here. I'm gonna put in there what I paid for it. So Max, close your eyes, log out, whatever. Give me a few minutes so you don't know how much I paid for your gift. What was it? Hot Spicy Boy cover. They're all Hot Spicy Boy covers. What was it? I think I paid $70 for it. And we have Clayton See these signature books add up. $25 ain't nothing on top of a slabbing. All right. So you'll see. I have books across all. Some are going to be signed. Some are going to be silver, bronze, modern, all across the place. Which I'll say is one thing that's really really nice with CBCS. It's one of the big advantages of CBCS, aside from the signatures, is that it doesn't matter what you put in your order. It's all just an order. With CGC, every tier is treated like a separate order and is shipped out to you as they are finished separately, which means you got to pay a crap ton more shipping. I'm not a big fan of that. We'll also see another advantage of CBCS in a second here. And I'm not doing these in any order, just whatever order they happen to be in the box here. So I'm going to do, so I have Amazing Spider-Man number 11. This is mine. So as many of you know, I'm collecting a full run of Amazing Spider-Man, and I originally wanted my issues 1 through 10 to make sure that they're all slabbed. And looking back, you know, I still need wait, what did I say? 11? This is 12. I still need 11. 13 I have slabbed because that's the first Mysterio. 14 I have slabbed. That's the first Green Goblin. And 15 I have slabbed because that's the first Kraven. So, and I'm guessing I'm probably going to end up buying 11 slabbed. It's hard to find them not slabbed. So that means I would actually have 1 through 15 slabbed except for 12. So if I get my 12 slabbed, then I'll just have 1 through 15 slabbed. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to send that in. Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, somebody had a typo there. Issue 12, year 1960-something. Hey, Agu, how's it going? Come join the hangout. Just having some fun, chatting. 1964. Just building up a CBCS order. So if anyone had never seen this before or wants to take it as a learning opportunity, just wants to hang out and see what books I'm getting graded, then hang out, have some fun. No variant. Insured value, man. What do I have that at? I'm going off to one of my other screens where I have some of my values. I'm not going to display my full my full value list. Sorry everyone. Let's see. Amazing Spider-Man 11. Oh, I don't even actually have this on there. What is this thing worth? I'm the biggest problem with this, and I was able to get it out a little bit, but there's a couple really nasty fingerprints on it. Other than that, like it's super nice. Really bright colors. There's some spine stress as you expect from a book from 1964. But I mean, I'd probably put this in 6.0 range. So what are we paying for a 6.0 Amazing Spider-Man 12 these days? What are those going for? I just have to have a number. Here's 147. Wow. 2.0. I'm gonna say this must be kind of beat up. That's a low price. Graded at a 5, 340. At a 4.02, I'm gonna say I'll put it at 400. That'll keep me. I think 400 is probably fair. What do you think? 400? Max, I'll have some salad. Thanks. Appreciate it. So what do you think? 400? Does that sound about right? Very, very quick. Very quick, unprofessional research. But I'll put 400 in there. That will keep me with the consumer tier. Seems right. Wait, what are you saying, Derek? Did I miss something? Leave it a comment. No, I'm not going to do 402 because as soon as I go above 400, it puts me into another tier and I have to pay more. So 400 is where I'm going to keep it. All right. Okay, so next up, another nice little Silver Age. $3.99. Well, I mean, if I might as well do the 400 at that point. So we're gonna do an X-Men 19. Wait, the background isn't changing. What do you mean the background isn't changing? What background? Well, I mean, no one can complain about a sexy Titan. Oh, weird. Let me see. Well, that's all kinds of messed up now. What did you do? What did you do? Yeah, I see there's something weird going on here. More technical difficulties. What happens if I do that? Oh, okay. Now where's my streamy stuff? All right. So now we're good. You can see stuff now. Bring this up a little bit. You'll see the very bottom there. That seems okay. Okay. Weird. Yeah, OBS was being weird. All right, now I just have to look at a different monitor. It's not letting me come up on a different monitor, so I'm gonna be kind of looking to the side. All right, cool. Thank you for letting me know that. All right, so where was I? Here's just where I was. All right. And look, and hey, look, Ryan, you still get a sexy Titan. You get it all. No, yeah, I wasn't doing it for security. I'd logged into everything before. I think when I stopped and restarted the stream or something, like, or my OBS, like, it froze in place and wasn't refreshing, and I didn't notice. All right, but I'm gonna do so. Next we have another one of mine, X-Men 19. This is the first appearance of Mimic in a. I think it's a good looking book. I'm probably guessing around a 7 or so, around there. One of my favorite supervillain tropes is so you're seeing that fill in, okay? I hope is the all right, I'll see you in a second, Max. With some salad, I guess. Is the villain that has the powers of all the heroes. I really like that trope. So Mimic and like a Mazo. I just think Super Scroll. I just think it's a super fun villain trope. And Mimic has always been one of my favorites. But my love for Mimic really comes from the first volume of Exiles. I don't know if who all there, let's see, 1966, has read that first volume of Exiles. But man, if you have the means to somehow get it, it is one of my favorite runs in comics, hands down. Let's see, insured value. What did I put this at? Actually, man, not that much, really. Unless it's gone up since I did this. Let's see. What's eBay say? What's eBay say about X-Men 19? Yeah, this is not a very expensive book, which surprises me. I mean, it's a low number X-Men, and it's a first appearance. Given it's the first appearance of the Mimic, which I am the only person in the world that cares about, probably. Wow, an 8.0 slab sold for $220. That's it, man. Y'all get in on this book. This is a cheap, great book. So I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this at. I think I had it at 105. Seems fair enough. All right, building. We're building. All right, next. Man, y'all know this one. So this is Marvel Superhero Secret Wars 8. So it's the first black costume. This is another of mine that I just had unslabbed. I'm not real sure about this. It looks real nice, but there's some issues with it. It has like a little staining on the back, and I'm probably gonna pre-screen it. I'm not sure what for. Probably like a 9.4, and I'm honestly not sure it's gonna come back at that. I pressed it as much as I could. It could use a press, but there's just issues with it that can't be improved with a press and clean, unfortunately. But I figured I'd give it a shot. And if it doesn't come back, if it doesn't pass the pre-screen, it costs $5. So, And what was this? 1984. That sound right? This one I think is right on the 1984. Oh, Derek, you don't have Secret Wars 8? It's a good one to have. It's a good one to have. I know that you're a Venom fan. So yeah, I imagine that's one you'd want. Yeah, let's see, I have that at about 70. That might have been done more since I came with that number, but fair enough. All right. Next. Man, look at all that. We're all over the place. All right, so I'll do another of mine. This is a Strange Tales number 123. This is the first appearance of the Beetle. Again, just it's in a really for how old it is. It's in a really nice shape. I mean, it has some issues. There's some it might be hard to see, but there's like some ink spotting. That I was able to get up a little bit, but I can't go too harsh on it because I don't want to lift the actual ink of the book. And there's also some smudging. You can see it here. Well, probably not on camera, but there's some smudging. But other than that, I guess it's a really sharp book. It's not that I'm a huge The Beetle fan or anything. It's just for a book that's that old. And in that good condition, I just really like to see it slabbed. So Strange Tales 123. Oh yeah, leave it to comment. Yeah, I have a similar thing. And I knew it was going to happen, but there wasn't an option at the time. 1964. I had a Century number 1, the variant, the Century number 1 variant, and I had it signed by Paul Jenkins. And this was before CBCS was a thing, and CGC would only authenticate, and still only authenticates witness signatures. But I had this book, and it was in really good shape. It had the signature. It wasn't witness, but I still wanted it slabbed, so I had to get a green label on it. And now I think of it, God, why? I probably should just crack that and put it in with this order. It came back a 9.6, so it's a really good book, and it hadn't been pressed because it was long before I started doing any pressing work. But yeah, if that green label is whatever the defect is, they'll ignore it and grade it as if it weren't there. In your case, the defect is the writings on the cover. So I would suggest that you crack the case open and get it pressed and send it off to CBCS, so you can get a gold label on it. Better than a green label. That's my suggestion. Because green labels are like my green label, I know that it's actually signed by Jenkins because I witnessed him do it. But as far as the value of it, which you always want to keep in You always want to keep the value up, whether or not you're planning on selling it. If you ever have to sell it because some emergency happens or whatever, it's always best that it's in prime valued condition. Let's see. What's this book worth? Strange Tales 123. I'm putting this in around 6070. What are this going for? Hachi Machi. Not that. Oh, wow. Look at this. No one cares. The Beetle? Who cares? No one. No one cares. Look at all the characters. The Beetle, the Mimic. They're not huge characters, but they're fun characters. Man. Alright. So, this probably hasn't moved much since I last evaluated it. So, I put it at ST. I put it at $100, and that's probably fair. I'll put 100 in there. A cool hundo. It's nice. It keeps me under the. If you can't see because of my fat head, I'm putting the. There we go. There you go. You get more CBCS and less Sexy Titan. All right. Yes. Cool. And CGC does not care about your COA. CBCS actually doesn't care about your COA either. If you get something verified with CBCS, you don't have to send in the COA. They just have someone that they have a signature expert. Oh, nice. ASM number 21. That's right after the first Scorpions. First Scorpion's number 20, isn't it? I always thought of the Beetle as more of a Spider-Man villain, but he originally showed up as a Torch villain. The Epic Collection too. Yeah. I think I'm through volume 4 of the Epic Collection, and I have 5. And then I don't think there is a 6. And 7 was out of print for a while and super expensive to get it now, but it is being reprinted. I have that on order. So I'm getting to the point where I might have to sign up for Marvel Unlimited to get some of those issues as I'm reading through all of Amazing Spider-Man. And Derek, I saw your post that you had been doing the same thing, getting those books on Marvel Unlimited. Oh man, we're already up to $212. This is not good. This is not good. All right. What's next? Oh man. I'll give you one guess of who this is for. I don't get it. I don't understand her obsession with this Nolan Ryan crap. But she wants to get her sports personalities Nolan Ryan slab because she is dedicated to a joke. So, man, this one actually might be tough. What is this called? What do you call this? It's sports personalities number 2. Okay. All right. Sports. There it is. Sports personalities number 2. It's a thing. Someone has done this before. Someone as crazy as Max has done this before. This was 1991. Oh man, that's such a great idea. Yeah, leave it to comics. PGX would be perfect. How could I didn't think of that before? Published by, Personality Comic. It's Personality Comics. Personality Comics. This is ridiculous. Insured value, I don't know, $2. I mean, come on, come on. I'll be generous and put 5 in there. I don't know, but even that's super generous. But I think you're right, Leave. I think I probably shouldn't send that. I should send it to PGX. That would just be it would fit so much better. But I don't know if I'm willing to deal with the fallout of doing that. All right. I promise there are actual customer books in here somewhere. It's not just Max and I stuff. So here I have Swamp Thing number 50 in a fairly high grade. There is unfortunately a color breaking spine tick on it. One color breaking spine tick. Other than that, this thing is minty fresh. So this is what they call it. They count it as the first cameo or first appearance of Justice League Dark, or it's like Justice League Dark prototype or something like that. I don't remember. Either way, I love Justice League Dark. I love Swamp Thing. I got a really good copy of this, so I'm doing it. I'm sending it in. So Swamp Thing 50, 1986. Wait, did I not? Wait a second. Oh, I didn't finalize the. What was this? Sports, personalities. I didn't actually submit this. Ooh, that would have been bad. Save. Okay. That'd have been really bad. All right, so now Swamp Thing 50. What year was it? I forgot already because of my memory. 1986. Publisher DC. Value. I don't remember what I valued this at. I'll have to look it up. Swamp Thing 50. I put it at 35. That's probably. I might end up pre-screening this. I'm not real sure. Probably should have decided beforehand. Next up, have a Wolverine 1. So this is the first solo Wolverine. This is another one of mine. It's not a 9.8. I'm hoping it's in the 9s. I'd be happy with that. So I'll probably pre-screen it at a 9.2. I don't know. Like, there's something I really, really don't like about a 9.0. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm fine with an 8.0. I'm fine with 7.0. There's certain numbers certain grades I don't like. I don't like 9.0. I'd almost rather have an 8.5 than a 9.0. I don't know why. I also really don't like 3.5s. I have plenty of 4s. Like, when it gets back to Silver Age stuff, I have plenty of 4s. I have a 3. I have a 2. I have a 3.5, and I hate it the most. I wish it was a 3. I don't know why. I don't like 3.5. It's bizarre. I'm a crazy person. Wolverine 1. What year is this? I'm sure there's some Wolverine head out there that knows, like, oh, you don't know that's the 1985 first whatever. But I don't remember. I don't remember years that well. It is not 2005. 1982. 1982. Publisher. Yeah, Rad, that might be it. It's so close. It's so close that it's just painful. Just give me the 8.5. Is that, like, yeah, it was. Somebody read it, but it's still in great shape. Whereas 9.0 is that something happened to it in storage, and it just got kind of messed up. It's not. Yeah, I think you got it, Rad. I think you got it. Insured value. What is this worth these days? Wolverine. It was a 9.0. A raw Wolverine and a 9.0. What are we talking? Um, like what, $75? $100? I'm gonna put 75. Hey Keith, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. We are just hanging out and uh, CGZ has 3 of them graded. All right, well she'll have the first CBCS. That's good. Yeah, we're just hanging out, and I'm putting together a CBCS order. So I figured it was a good opportunity to either see backstage and see how CBCS orders are built if you've never done it, and then also just kind of see what kind of cool stuff that I'm getting stuff thrown at me.
It's Attack on Titan.
You're hilarious. You're hilarious. All right. All right, we're back to the Silver Age. Back to the Silver Age. I can't stay away from Silver. The Silver Age, like, I love my Silver Age. I'll eat it when I'm done. Can you just put it in the fridge for me, please? Thank you. I appreciate it. I have an X-Men 3. So first appearance of the Blob. It's a really nice looking copy. There is, you can see there is like some staining right here that I think it goes onto the first interior page as well. Like it almost looks how, like if you have old tape, tape from the Silver Age, and it just kind of falls off, it leaves that residue. It looks like that, but there's no tear there. I don't know why there would have been tape there. I don't know. A lot of white on here, and the white is really white, especially after I cleaned it. Super white. Just can't do anything about that. And again, I don't particularly care a whole lot about the Blob, but it is a Silver Age book in what I think is pretty good shape. So we'll go ahead and get that one done as well. X-Men 3. So is this also 1964? Probably. Again, no real sensible order to the way that these are in the box, other than it's the order in which I worked on them, or I suppose the reverse order in which I worked on them. 1964. Okay, cool. 1964. It is Marvel, obviously, and we will do a value of, have this somewhere, X-Men number 3. Let's see, I estimated this at about a 5.0, and we're gonna come in right up to the 400 on that. Save that. Let's move to the Bronze Age. What about that? There's a Bronze Age book for you. So Marvel Superheroes number 18, first appearance of Guardians of the Galaxy. This is in mid-grade shape. It has a normal problem where, like, the top of the spine is fine, the bottom of the spine is starting to get a little crushed. There is a pretty good color breaking crease down the side there, unfortunately. But it's just one of those books that I want to have it slabbed. I will pre-screen it though. Like I don't want this below. I don't know. I don't want this below like a 6, probably. Oh hey, Shutter Ducks here. Hey, how's it going? I didn't. If you've been here, I didn't see you pop in. But I'll probably pre-screen this at about a 6. Hopefully it's a 6, but anything less than that, I'd probably prefer it just to be raw. And year on this, 1969. Nice. And value. This I bought this recently, so my value for this is probably pretty up to date. Uh, 200. 200. Not bad. Not bad. Oh man! All right, we're back to modern and signature. So have what is this? Web of Venom, or no? It's Venom: The End. #1. Clayton Crane Virgin variant signed by Clayton Crane. This one is not. It's not coming back in 9.8. But it's the only Clayton Crane signature that I have. So I thought I'd I'm sorry, Shutterduck. Here. I'll get. There's a little bit sexier Titan. A little bit. So you can still see all the fields. So I wanted to get this Venom: The End? Yes. 1. So I wanted to go ahead and get this verified. And I really like that Clayton Crane does. His signatures always kind of match the cover, right? So this is obviously a very blue cover. How he does the Infinity signature with things with the Infinity Gauntlet, and the Ghost Rider was like this sort of rusty colored thing. Yeah, no problem, bro. Anytime. I really like the way that he does that matching. I think it's really cool. I know people love that Infinity Sig, but I don't want the Infinity Sig on something that's not Infinity related. I don't know. Venom: The End #1. That was this year? Huh. All right. So now the real problem is The End Scorpion. Is that this one? Is that this one? My thumbnail's so tiny. Yeah, I guess that's that one. 2020 Marvel, but what is it called? Scorpion? It's the same problem as it was before. It's Scorpion. What did this call it? Scorpion C. Scorpion Comics exclusive C, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Insured value, I don't really know. I got this in a mystery box, so I don't really know what it's going for. Venom: The End, Clayton Crane signed. And to find one raw, man. Well, it can't be that much, because here's one that's graded at a 9.6 and it's only went for 105. So I guess it's not a very, very hot book. It's raw for 60. I don't know. I'll say, I don't know, 80, I guess. I'll call it 80. And then add verified Clayton Crane. Add. Save. So Derek said, so you got Infinity Signature on a book and wish it would have been regular. So what was the book? The free sketch they gave you, that's not bad. You're not gonna complain about a free Clayton Crane sketch on a book. I mean, come on. All right. So next, and this just another book that I think is really high grade. It's not 9.8. It has a very, 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 very small dog ear up there. But other than that, it's a beautiful book. So and it's the first appearance of the champions. I'll probably pre-screen it like at a 9.4, just to be sure it's kind of worth it. Oh, that's a good book, Derek. I love those ASM 300 homages. Is it? Do they just want the champions? But it's the champions. Whatever. Champions 1, which, as we all know, was released in 1978 is my guess. There's too many champions. Oh my god. Come on. I don't want all those 2016 champions. Give me the real champions. $1975. Okay, thank you. 1975. I was a little off on that year there. And this again was another fairly recent pickup, so my value on it is probably I have it at 40, so we'll do that. All right, we'll do some fun stuff. You trust Wendigo out there with where your backpack is and all that? I closed the gate
too. Okay. Because I don't trust her.
All right. Let's do all this Marvel. Let's do a DC. Oh man, who does not love Jokerfish? Who doesn't love Jokerfish? I love Jokerfish. So we're gonna do some Jokerfish. So Detective 475. God, this thing is minty. This thing is minty. I love this book. All right, so yeah, Derek, who does not love that Jokerfish cover? It's so good. Detective Comics 475. Derek, if you love this cover so much, what year was it? Make it so I don't have to do this work. Get your guess in, Derek. Get your guess in before it's revealed. 1974. It is 78. Good guess though. Good guess. DC. Yes, DC. And I have this valued at a minty Detective 475. What are we calling that? $100. All right. I cannot wait to see what that comes back at. Like I do not think it's gonna be 9.8 because on Bronze Age books I never expect anything to be 9.8. But I'm excited to see what it comes back as. All right, what do you want? Let's do another one on Max books.
Nice.
So we have a Venom Lethal Protector #1. This is really nice. This is really nice. I think we were gonna did we decide to pre-screen this? Is it what we said 9.4?
Yeah.
Pre-screen as a 9.4, which I absolutely positively do not think it'll have a problem getting. It's just one of those things. It's like if it's anything less than that, it's not. You know, one of the things I really like about CBCS is that you can pre-screen.
So that means it has to be a 9.4 or higher, or else
Right.
it won't do it.
Yep. It's real easy to pre-screen. You can pre-screen. You don't have to meet a minimum. You don't have to have them be all the same pre-screen. So you can set this barrier of, even if the barrier is lower than what you think it's going to be, there's no real harm in doing it. It's just it's an extra little safety net, which
How much does it cost, even if you pre-screen it?
if something fails a pre-screen and it doesn't get slabbed, it costs you $5. This is 1992. It's right on there. Marvel. What does a lethal protector? What does a Venom lethal protector go for these days?
20.
That's probably not
Not accurate.
totally off. Let's see. That's 15, 10, 12,
Yeah, it's
15.
Pretty low.
All right, we'll put it at 15. It's not a big hitter, but it's
I just think it's neat.
it's a pretty minty copy.
Oh, do my other spicy boy. My baseball boy.
It's already done.
Oh, did you show him?
Yep.
When?
I don't know. Can we give you a timestamp? I don't know.
You showed
Yeah.
Nolan, right?
I'll do this one. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So here we're gonna have we're gonna try to not have a fight over this right now on whose book this is. We have Ghost Rider 1, so this is the first appearance of the Carter Slade Ghost Rider, so Silver Age Ghost Rider, not Golden Age, not Bronze Age, but the Silver Age Ghost Rider. So the second Western Ghost Rider, in 6.0. It's pretty. It has some color breaks on it, but it presents really well. So yeah, I'll put it in there. Just have to make sure that we put the right Ghost Rider in here. What's this? Can you check? I think this is 1967. Pretty sure this is 1967.
She was eating a blanket.
Okay. Not 1950. Not 1973. Well, let's just do this. Let's just do a search for 19. If I'm so sure it's 1967, I'll do a search for 1967. It is not 1967.
63 or 64.
I'll just do a search for 1906. None. I don't believe you. It just must be on another page. You know what? You know what? Where you can find it for sure. Because that's such a problem. On eBay, people have to list the year because there's so many Ghost Rider 1s. Yes, 1967. Okay, I was right. Marvel value. I think I have this at 200. I think that's what I paid for it, or around there. So yeah, just a fun book. A little bit different, you know. It's not a superhero book. It's a Western book, but
Yeah,
it's
I'm really glad
Ghost
I
Rider.
got that book.
Oh, did you find one for yourself as well?
Yeah, I got that one.
Nope, you do not.
Yeah. You said.
I have two of these. I'll just do them next to each other. A pair of Captain America 117s. One's mine and one's for a customer. The one for Keith, yeah, these are for my PC. I use CBCS for. Can you go out and do that with her? I can't.
What am I supposed to do now?
Have her so she's not scratching at my door. For books for my PC, I use CBCS because I prefer them better. I like having those, and then some are customer books as well. And they also wanted to go CBCS out of preference. But yeah, these are nothing you see here is going to be for sale by me. So a couple copies of Captain America 117 First Falcon. One of them has the customers is a little more beat up, and the most telling thing is when you can see that it looks like there was like tape on there at some point and it pulled up some of the cover. So I only send in multiples of the same book between either multiple customers or myself and a customer if it's obvious, to tell the difference after it's been slabbed. So this one's going to be pretty obvious. So Captain America 117, I will do my customers first. Year on this. $1960. What do we say? I'm gonna say 1967. 69. Dang. All right. Yeah. Publisher Marvel. And this, the customer's one was to be insured for. Shoot, where'd that go? Is this? Yeah. 225. 225. That is.
Hi, ME Comics.
That is not a cheap book, even with those sort of problems. Hey, ME Comics, thanks for stopping by. Feel free to hang out, chat with people about grading, and see a grading submission, and take a look at the books that I'm sending in to get graded, all that stuff. So another Captain America 117. I'm assuming it's still 1969. Nice. Still Marvel. Mine I have valued at this one might be, I might have it low. It might have been a while since I've had it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to update this. It's been a while since I so if I'm putting this at mid-range, I'll put this at 300. Seems about right. That seems about right. All right. So that's the two Captain America 117s. What do we think? Let's do.
All mine?
I think so.
Something killing
No. There's a couple more in there for you. Let's do. Man, there's so much fun stuff. Okay, here's a really good one. It's pretty beat up, but it is what it is. It's a Justice League #1. This is a customer book. One of those things where he just it is what it is, and he wants it. He wants it to be slabbed to be protected. Emmy, yeah, for sure. I've already entered in some. I have some more to enter in this order. But yeah, I think the $25 to get it authenticated is for sure worth the cost. So this is low grade. I think the cover's detached, but to this customer, it's one of those things where it is what it is. He wants it to present well in a slab, so we're getting it slabbed. Hey Taylor, thanks for stopping by. So we're just hanging out. I'm filling out a CBCS order, going through some cool books that I'm entering. Some are signed, some not. Some for me, some for customers. And just hanging out and chatting, entering in this nice little Justice League of America 1 right now. Justice League, Ligway, like a legume. Justice League of America, #1. This is, man, this year, what? Is this like 1964?
Stop.
Go to the reference.
Goodbye.
Justice League of America, #1. Are you serious, man? Did you win another Spider-Man booth giveaway? What 1960? Wow, that's older than I thought. What'd you win, man? Like, you just won that last
You won a big book.
hella one. That what was that? That ASM 300 with all those, like, with a million, like, anyone who has ever thought about the character of Venom had signed that copy, and they were all authenticated. That was crazy. What'd you
Stan Lee signed Star Wars #1.
What'd you get, Taylor? 944 signed by Stan Lee, Chicken, and Thomas. That is super cool.
That's pretty dope. I don't think he's gonna be selling that.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. All right, what do I have this insured for? Justice League of America 1.
Stop.
300. Yeah, man, you need to just keep doing those Spider-Man booths. Like, even when you, I mean, if you just give away everything you get in the actual mystery box, you would still be fine because you just hit every single freaking drawing on that. That's crazy. Congrats, man. I have never won any of that stuff. My luck is so bad. I think I've won the key unit bingo once. Yeah, for sure. House money. Yeah. All right. Well, in honor of your win, the next book that I'll do is my Avengers 100 that is signed by Stan Lee. So in honor of your Stan Lee book, Stan Lee signed book, I will do my Stan Lee signed book. This is my only Stan Lee signature. I don't think Stan Lee was actually writing Avengers at this point, but obviously he is very important to the Avengers. Let's see. What year? Avengers 100. Let's see. Classic cover. So 1972. Yeah, I dig it. This is this was at a local comic shop at one point. I was like, you know what? I don't have any Stan Lee signature. I think he was still alive at the time that I got this. So I decided I need to have at least one Stan Lee signature, right? And I better get it before he passes away, before the cost of them skyrocket. Now, see, this is tough. Insured value on signed books can be really, really tough. I'm sorry, Derek. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not super sorry. I'm glad that I won because that's just how it goes. But I wish there was a prize for second place so you could have gotten that, but there's not. Like, how do you price a Stan Lee signature book, right? So I can go I can go to. Oh, I won that. I guess I've won two bingos, but that was just for like the regular A cover. Hey, stop eating labels. Sorry, just a second. Time out. Wendigo's being a monster as usual. Drop it. Can you get that, please? She has something.
What'd she get?
It's a piece of paper.
Oh, she's eating it. It's gone.
All right, cool. So he signed so many things. So can I find an Avengers 100 signed Stan Lee? Maybe. Like what's a Stan Lee signature worth? Just the signature. $1 unless you tell me it's a legit signature. Well, it had a COA. It had like the official Stan Lee COA with it. So I am pretty confident it is a valid signature. And it wasn't one of those where a local store just printed out a COA and said, yeah, it's legit. It was like the hologram embossed actual official Stan Lee thing. I guess this thing is about $250. Well, I mean, I don't know, right? Like, look, West Coast Avengers 100 signed Stan Lee went for $37.
You could do 3 and find 2 identical books, one signed, one not signed, and then find the difference between the two. Find the average percentage. Find the percentage of those 3, add them together, then divide by 3. So
yeah, I'm not gonna do that because I think the signature also depends. I think the signature also kind of depends upon what the book is. It's not just the signature on its own. Yeah, and honestly, Taylor $250. I would believe that. Like I would expect that to be something like that, but apparently it isn't. So what I have it at 100 because I think that's what I paid for it back when I got it. So yeah, I'm just gonna put 200 just because I don't know, and then I'll obviously add the verified. Oop. Home row. Need to get back on the home row. Stan Lee verified signature. Let's save that.
I got the label out of her mouth.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
It's on the trash can because I don't know if you need it still.
No. Well, I forgot to put it. I took trash out. I forgot to put a new bag in the trash can. All right. Let's do... I still have some Silver Age. I still have some more signature. Here's a fun one. Here is a fun one.
Oh, nice.
Usagi Yojimbo #1, signed and remarked by Stan Sakai. This is a customer book. I mean, it is not in 9.8 condition, but it's in really nice condition. But that doesn't really matter. It's got that super cool signature and remark on it. So Usagi Yojimbo #1. $1987. And this is Fantagraphic. Neat. Another one of the, like, how do you come up with a value for that? It makes it tough. This I had done already. I had put it at about 100. Did a little bit of investigation on it beforehand. This is for a customer, so on all my customer invoices, I put a value on it that they agree upon. So all the customer books I have a value already there. Stan Sakai. Save that. Is that the year you were born, Derek? 1987. Wow, you really are a Titan baby. What do we want to do next? What do we want to do next?
No.
Let's go bronze. I think this is mine. Yeah, this is mine. So, copy of Spider-Woman #1. I have the Marvel. What's her first appearance? Marvel Premiere, Marvel Spotlight 32. Her first appearance. I have that slabbed already. I sent that with my last order. Came back in 8.5. I was able to pick up a really, really minty looking Spider-Woman 1, so I picked that up, and yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's get it graded. Yeah. Let's see. This is 1978. I like it when they put when they have the year right on the cover. And insured value for this. Again, I bought this fairly recently, so Spider-Woman. I'm putting it at $50. I'm not sure if I want to pre-screen that. I'll probably just let that ride. This one I will have to pre-screen. So Wolverine #8. Just I love this cover. With Joe Fixit Hulk. It's high grade. It's not a 9.8. It has a tick or two. It's just one of those covers that I really, really love. So I decided to have it slabbed. I'll probably pre-screen it at like a 9.2, 9.4, something around there. Because any lower than that is just like, I'll just keep it raw. And that does not have the year on the cover.
Stop.
1989. And I don't even know what this goes for. Birthday Marvel Spotlight 5. So yeah, first Ghost Rider. Batman 251. What is that? Remind me, Taylor. I can't remember what 251 is. Wow, I didn't realize this goes for that much. We'll call it $40. I do not think I paid anywhere near that for that. That's not bad.
No. Neil Adams Joker cover where he's holding the Batman card.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a cool cover. That's a cool birthday book. Oops. So then I always forget. So I have a customer's Marvel Spotlight 32. It's these. I understand. There's a lot that's different between these two covers, but at the same time, there's a lot that's the same. And at a glance, I confuse them. All right, so this is the customer's Marvel Spotlight 32 first appearance of Spider-Woman. Does this have the year on it? This one does. Spider-Woman 1 has the year on it. This one does not. Make me do some work. Knock it off, dog. 1977. That sounds right. We'll believe that. Marvel. And again, a customer book. So I have. Let's see. We had that at 70. Let's see. This is for the same customer. Signed book though. X-Men 102. This is signed by Claremont. Is that Claremont? I think that's Claremont. Signed by Chris Claremont. It's hard to tell. It's a mess. Year? No year. So how was everyone's holidays? Anyone get some good books on their Christmas list? Oh, so this is Origin of Storm. Nice. 1976. Marvel, and this we insured for put it at 40. Is that right? Did I spell Claremont right? Chris Claremont. Yeah, that's right. So this book is just a funsies for me. Max gets her Nolan Ryan. I get my Stalker. I recently did a video on. I read through the full run of Stalker 1 through 4, and just really dug it. And the issue number 1 that I have is just really sharp, really crisp. And the cover is just, it's just a really badass fantasy cover. So I thought, I mean, I'll pay the $16 to have this slabbed. I think it will look really cool. And how many people are gonna have a slabbed copy of Stalker 1 because no one cares except for me. So I'm doing it. Why not? Why not? It's fun. It's all just for fun. I assume there's, let's see, Stalker 1, 1975. I'm guessing that's it. Yeah, 1975. How do you price a book like this? I'm gonna say it's worth $10 because nobody cares. Um, and I think I paid like $3 for it. So if that, if that. All right, I think we're over halfway done. We're over halfway done. What do we want? We want modern. Do we want bronze? We want silver. We want signatures. Man, we'll do. All right, here's a good one. So we have Infinity Gauntlet #1. This is signed by Jim Starlin. This is a customer book. And it's not in super mint condition. It definitely has some issues, but it is what it is. It's a super fun book. It is signed. Wants to get that verified. Cannot blame him. Infinity Gauntlet 1 would have been, I don't know. Derek, you're my year guy. 1980, 1980, no, 1992. What do you think? I also can never spell gauntlet. Apparently I didn't spell it right because it's not coming up. G-A-U? Oh, well, it's right in front of me. I can probably just read it, huh? 91. Ah, so close. So close. And now that I mentioned it, it sounds familiar. Obviously, we're Marvel here. And this we valued at 50. Jim, is that an uppercase J? Jim Starlin. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. We just did a DC. Let's do it. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to silver. Let's go back to silver. I think I have one more silver book left in here. Yeah. Yeah. Again, one of those that not many people care about. I think this book should have more recognition than what it does, than what it has. It's a one shot. How many one shots were there in the Silver Age? I don't know if I can think of another one off the top of my head other than this one. It also predates Iron Man #1 and Submariner #1. That is pretty great. So I have a I'll say high mid-grade copy of this, and it has its problems. There's some tear issues on the side here. It does have a spray mark. Not that that's super important for grading, but I think it's a really sharp looking copy of it. So, and I love Iron Man. I love Submariner. So let's get this bad boy graded. Yeah, Taylor, for sure. Like, I understand it's not the first appearance of either of these characters, but it's before Iron Man 1, which is big. It's before Submariner 1, which is big. It is the prequel to the stories. The stories in here are continued in those two issues. Why is this not bigger? I don't expect it necessarily to be as big as Iron Man 1 or Submariner 1, but bigger than what it is, for sure. This might be tough to find. Oh, I got it right. 1968. Really? I thought it was earlier than that. So it is the first Marvel one shot. The first Marvel one shot. Like as far as comics history goes, like that's pretty important, but also predating Iron Man 1 and Submariner 1. That's crazy. Um, two copies of Stalker 1 graded through CBCS, 82 through CBCS. What are the grades of the CBCS ones? I have to know if I'm going to have the highest graded one. And I think I have a shot. I think I have a shot. Because that thing is... It had some problems I was able to clean up, though. I mean, I don't know if it's 9.8. Like, again, it's a Bronze Age book. 9.8s, even in Bronze Age, are tough. Nine six and 9.2. Ah, man, if I get a 9.6, if I could tie it, I'd be happy to tie it. Because it would be better than the current 9.6, because I'm guessing the current 9.6 is not in the new case. So if I got the 9.6, I would say I have the best CBCS Stalker if it came back 9.6, because it would be tied for the highest and in the new case. But if it does come back at 9.8, oh boy, man, what do you what do you think? What do you think? Oh, this is probably 240. That seems probably fine. What do you think a 9.8 Stalker is worth? On one hand, it's a 9.8 bronze book, which are hard. On the other hand, it's Stalker. What do you think? What do you think the value of that is? Probably not as much as I hope. Oh yeah, because your Black Widow was it Tales 50, 54? What, I can't remember what it is at the top of my head. But yeah, it will be cool either way. I'm excited for it. It's just one of those things that I'm doing for fun. Because your Black Widow came back with a 1, I think, a 1.0, or did it get up to a 1.5? I can't remember off the top of my head. But I know that you were thinking 52 Tales of Smith 52. Yeah. I know that you were pretty sure it was going to be like a 0.5, weren't you? Yeah, it was a 1.0. Okay, 1.0. Yeah. Which, I mean, books like that falls right in the, low grade better than no grade. Just to have that book at all is great. And books that are that old, and I mentioned it recently on my the video where I showed my Fantastic Four 1 small flex there. When it comes to those older books that are significant, I have an appreciation for the beat up copies of them. Right. Yeah, the being complete is obviously important. The being complete. But I have that wear that's on them itself, because if you're buying it because it's a piece of history, that wear on them is part of that history, right? So, all right, next. So this is another Max book. Something is Killing the Children #1. Don't get super excited. See that it is shiny. It is the local comic shop day variant, but on its own is still a pretty rad book to have. And these shiny books, when they're slabbed, look extra great in my opinion. They're also they grade very well because this has a harder stock cover. Didn't have to worry about pressing it or anything like that. It will probably just get a 9.8 off the shelf. So now, what do you mean I already did that book of yours, Max? I don't know what you're talking about. So how Something is Killing the Children. Does this come through as a variant? Studios.
She's looking.
It's fine. She does that. LC.
SD.
Yeah, it's not there.
I just hit 100 subs.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
Max Comics just at 100 subs. If you haven't subbed, make sure you've subbed. Something killing. I find it hard to believe that I'm. They do spell it out. Local comic shop day variant. We'll put this valued at 10. Fair enough. Let's go back. How much? I don't have a whole lot more DC. I think I have 2 more DCs. 3 more DCs.
Do you have any indies?
Yeah. Let's go to this. So I have Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 134. So this is the first appearance of, well, I don't know how much we want to get into this. It is an appearance of Darkseid. Is it the first full appearance or is it the cameo appearance? No, Derek, man, you're great. Keep it up. I love it. I like being able to interact with people while I'm streaming. It makes it feel less weird for me. No, I mean, even though I do videos where I don't interact with whatever, but the reason I did this streaming is, 1, a little bit out of laziness, but 2, to be able to interact with people. So Derek, you're doing great. So yeah, first appearance, first cameo, whatever. It is widely accepted as a first appearance of Darkseid. I think that's BS because he's barely in it. He's on a monitor for a small panel. But anyway, it is what it is. So I have a fairly decent copy of it. It's probably highish mid-grade, probably around a 6 or so, maybe 6.5. I doubt I get to 7. But definitely worth getting graded. So Superman's pal. Does it matter as the comma? What's the difference between these two? Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. These look exactly the same. What am I missing? That one, I guess. 134. Hey, Too Many Hobbies, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you can hang out for a bit. Just kind of going over a CBCS order, hang out and chat, see what kind of stuff I'm sending in for myself and for some customers. Superman's pal, comma, Jimmy Olsen. There you go. There's your answer. First Darkseid. It does say first Darkseid cameo, but it's the money one, right? It's the one that people want. They want the cameo. That's what it is. It is a cameo, but is it the one that people want? It's like Wolverine. Wolverine's cameo is 180, but people want 181. So what's the money book? Is it the cameo? Is the first full appearance? This one, cameo, is the money book. But 1970. So first we're going to change this to that. 1970 DC and insured value of, what do I have this at? Super 250. 250. Let's do it. All right. Let's see. Let's do bronze. This is just, again, it's not a super key issue. It's just a super nice copy of Doctor Strange Volume 2, number 1. just one of those that it's in such nice shape. I'd like to see it slabbed. It has a bit of a color breaking crease on a lower corner down here, but nothing super major. Other than that, super sharp, super clean book. I want it slabbed. So I'm going to do it. Doctor Strange 1. Yeah. That, I mean, like that cover is super great. It's super horror inspired. Like, it's a mystic book, but it's super horror inspired with the skull and the snake. It's just having that come back slabbed. I think it's or being slabbed is gonna be beautiful. So it is volume 2. What year is that? 1970 something. 1974. First appearance of Silver Dagger, who I don't really know who that is. It is the Sergeant Fury value stamp, which is intact. And this I have valued right at Doctor Dr. Strange. I have this at 150. That's a pretty beefy price for that book, to be honest. Like, and maybe I'm right. I don't really know who Silver Dagger is. I don't think she's that big, so it's not a first appearance. It's not the first time that Doctor Strange has been in a self-titled book, so I'm not really sure why that book would be priced so high. I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be real pretty, Derek. Real pretty. What's next? We'll do this because I think I got this at the same time I got that Doctor Strange. So my Hulk 340. In obviously super iconic cover. I had to have it because I am working on a full Peter David Hulk run, which this falls in. There's only a handful of key issues within that run. Thankfully, this is one of them. And I wouldn't call this a key issue. It's an iconic cover issue, not a key issue. Nothing key happens. But it's a really nice copy. And again, it's just one of those that I'd like to see slabbed. Going back to Marvel Unlimited, right? When I eventually finish my run of Hulk and go to read it, this is one of those that I'll have to read on Unlimited, whether it was slabbed or not. Obviously, if it's slabbed, I can't read it, but I wouldn't want to read the actual copy of it, even if it weren't slabbed, just to make sure that it stays safe. So we got our Incredible Hulk 340 year, 1987. All right. Love that copper age, that year right in the box. And this we're going to value at. So for those of you that are curious, is that 100 even? Why you have to put in this insured value? So it's the value of what you think the book is, which determines it's part of what determines the tier that you're in and how much it's going to cost. More valuable books, and if we look here, if I have a modern book that's worth $200, it's just $16. If I have a modern book that's worth we'll say $500, I can't do it in modern tier because it's only valued up to $250. I'd have to go to consumer, right? Because that's any year, doesn't matter, valued up. Even that, if it's 500, it'd have to go up to 2-day modern, which is valued up to 2,000. So as it suggests, it's also the value that's insured for while it's in their care. So I mean, the question is like, well, shoot, why don't I just say everything's worth $1 and then everything is in this super cheap tier? They won't allow that. They'll they'll give a rough valuation of it as well, and if you valued it low, they'll still charge you for an upper tier of what they think it's valued at. Just um, just FYI. So it's always best, I think, just to be honest and put the what you do your best, to the best of your opinion or knowledge or whatever, of what the book is actually valued at. It's best to put that to be accurate in there. I've had it. I've made submissions a long time ago, and before I was doing pressing, to CBCS, and this was through somebody else that I did it. I undervalued a couple things. They came back and said, no, we're going to charge you more. So they do actually pay attention to that. Yeah, Derek. Oh, well, yeah, a square bound book, a modern square bound, or with a hard cover, the harder cover, right? Like a lot of those Black Label books and stuff like that. Those have been coming back 9.9s fairly reliably, because the spines don't really like, and I rarely press those because, like, if there's something wrong with it, then there's usually nothing you can do about it, because with those harder stock covers, if it's bent too much, it color breaks for sure. You can't just kind of bend them. And if the binding is messed up, then it's something that can't be fixed. But yeah, those have been coming back 9.9s fairly reliably, unless there's something major wrong with them, which makes me hopeful for Last Ronins. But yeah, I do remember hearing you say that you weren't a fan of that Hulk 340 cover, which is an unpopular opinion. It's not an invalid opinion, but it is definitely not a popular opinion. Why is that? Why don't you like that cover? I'm just curious. I'm not going to judge you on it. I'm just curious. So next we're going to do, this is a Max book. This is Cosmic Ghost Rider #1. Who is this? Is this Cates? Is this signed by Donnie Cates? Is that who this is signed by?
Yeah. I think.
I mean, this is a D.
Yeah.
Or is it Mike Rio?
It's an artist. I remember.
Well, Donnie Cates is the writer.
Yeah, so it's not Donnie Cates. It's.
I'll see if I can find an example of that signature.
And
unless anyone knows right off whose signature that is. It's confusing. I see a big. I'm gonna regret this. I see a big D, so it could be D for Donnie, or D for Dio Rio. Didario.
Didario.
It's not Didario. I 100% assure you it's not Didario.
Delgado.
It's also not Delgado.
It says Delgado right there.
Cosmic Ghost Rider 1 signed.
Well, I got it for $60.
Mike Diodato. That does, yes, that is a Diodato signature.
Diodato.
Somebody got it for $15. Don't feel too bad.
Well, the money went to a good person.
Good. All right, so Cosmic Ghost Rider 1. Out there, please. Thank you. What am I doing? Just regular Cosmic Ghost Rider 1. 2018? 2018. Publisher Marvel. What do you want this insured for?
1 million. I'd just say 50, 60, something like that.
I'll put 50. And add verified. It was Mike Diodato. Oh, it is a variant. So it is a variant.
Yeah, no, it says it right there. It's not the original. I don't even have the original Cosmic Ghost Rider cover yet. I'm looking for that one.
It's a D.
Signer not out there.
E. Dio. Mike Diodato. Variant. All right. And signed by Mike Diodato. Okay. Add. All right. So mainly the way it's drawn, look McFarlane, but those claws look like they're coming out sideways in the angle of. Yeah. I get that. It doesn't. While the cover looks cool, if you look at it long enough, it is not physically possible. The cover is not physically possible. So I get that. I can understand that. But in order to show that reflection, you understand why they did it that way. But yeah, it's, man, 34 books. Oh boy. This ain't cheap. All right, we're gonna do another bronze. This is my copy of the Eternals #1. In Eternals, we know, heating up. Mid-grade. Spine ticks. Color breaks. It's got problems. But it is what it is. So we'll go ahead and get that slab, because I'll probably pre-screen this at a 6. Like Bronze Age books, I do not like to see below a 6. That's just, I have different thresholds for different things. Bronze Age, my threshold is 6. Why that number? I don't know. Why not 5? Why not 7? It just is. But movie coming out and all that, figured, why not? 2006. Oh, that's the hardcover. I don't care about that. 1976. That seems much more reasonable. This value, I don't know. Mine might be out of date, because I've had this for a while. Before like the movie got announced and all that. Well, maybe not. I had this at $190. That actually seems high, but whatever. I'll trust past me. I'll trust that I did my homework and my due diligence. I'll just start going from the front. It's not a key issue. It's just a baller looking cover, in what I think is really great shape for Silver Age. Fantastic Four #112. I love Hulk versus Thing. You got to give it to Ben Grimm. He's always trying, but like, there's no way, man. You can't beat the Hulk. Like, it's not your fault. I mean, the Hulk is just the Hulk. He's the strongest that there is. But I give him credit. He's still, knowing that he'll probably lose, he still goes up against him. There's got to be something said for that. But this is another, like, the blacks are really black on this. I just think it will look really cool slab, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get it graded. And between the discount, the discounted price of being a member, and the 15% off, it's like $13 per slab. Like, that's nuts. Well, not for this because it's Silver Age, but still, it's a good deal. Classic cover. Agreed. 1971. Marvel insured value. I have this at $150. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice copy. All right, here's a fun one. here's a fun one. Nice minty copy of Marvel Tales #1. So the first appearance of most notably Spider-Ham. But I mean, hey, you get your Bulk, you get your Cat. I don't know, they call him probably Cat in America. You get your Goose Rider, all your animal friends. Again, it's a nice high grade copy. There is an ink. This is like clearly printer defect. So I'm not too worried about that. But other than that, actually, a little schmutz got in the bag. Got to get that schmutz out before I pack it, and it gets like crushed up against the thing. Uh, so this is one of mine that I've had for a little bit, and I've haven't thought about should I put it on an order, should I put it on this order. I'm just finally gonna do it because now here we're talking $13 to get it slabbed. Like, come on, come on, yeah, I'll slab that. Yeah, Peter. Oh, and yeah, and I know. Yeah, that book is it's not real easy to get in a decent grade. Surprisingly, because it was probably it's one that's leaning towards kids, so the hands that it initially got into was probably a younger audience. So maybe that's why there's not as many high grade copies out there. But yeah, I think that book in like even an 8 is a decent grade to have. So and I know that's a good pickup. And I have this so I have a near mint minus. I have this at 110. Again, that seems high, but we'll see. At some point, I thought it was worth $110, so we'll roll with that. All right, so I've had this for freaking ever. Amazing Spider-Man 252. So the first appearance of the black costume in ASM. In a nice, highest grade copy. I'm guessing. It's probably 8.5. I'm guessing 8.5 range, which I'm perfectly okay with. $252, and give me a year, 1984. You know what I forgot to get? So I also have, because I have a full run of Marvel Team Up. Before I submit these, I should probably go look and check to see what the grade of that is. So then I'll have the Amazing Spider-Man, the Marvel Team Up, and the obviously the Marvel Superheroes 8, all the triumvirate of first black suits. I'll have to make sure that if it's in. I don't remember what shape I have that in. 252. I have this at $50. Is that old? I've had this for a long time. I might need to reevaluate that. Does $50 seem low for that book? Like in an 8.5-ish? I feel that's probably low. A raw. Yeah, that's probably low. Oh, you know what I just noticed? It's newsstand. It's also a newsstand. I'm not like I don't care. I understand some people do. I don't. I don't care newsstand versus direct edition. but I know some people do, and I understand the sort of the appeal of they're rarer and harder to get in higher grade because they were sitting on newsstands. I personally don't put anything in that. No judgment against those that do. Again, it's just one thing that's not for me. I didn't seek this out as a newsstand. It just so happened that newsstand is what I have. Yeah, Derek. Yeah, I agree. That's low. I'm putting it at 100. I think that's probably closer to the actual value there. I have another Max book. A Moon Knight one. Yeah, Derek says he doesn't have preference either. But yeah, newsstand is tougher to get for higher grade. So I understand that sort of appeal to it. It's just there are so many things to worry about when it comes to collecting that what's in this little box down here, it's too much for me. Like I got all the different kinds of stuff that I collect across different ages and publishers and types of characters. It's just one more thing that I don't care about. It's just one more thing that is just. But all right, so Max's Moon Knight number 1.
So what's the difference with that?
What's the difference with what?
The sideways Spidey?
Nothing. I was talking about newsstand versus direct edition on my previous book.
Oh, okay.
But this is what's in my hand, so I pointed to that.
I wasn't watching your show, sorry.
No, I figured that you don't actually care. So. This is 1980. This is good. This is it has some spine ticks.
It's better than my other one though.
Yeah. Well, this one's been clean and pressed by yours truly, and it turned out really well. If I do say so myself. But it's I'm guessing it's gonna come back like 992. My hope is for 992.
Me too. That'd be dope.
But it's obviously a super hot book right now, so not a bad idea to get that slab. I will say, look, I remember, and I'm not trying to like say I was cool before it's cool. I remember liking Moon Knight before people liked Moon Knight.
It's true.
And
He's liked it since I first met him. He's been like, check out my Moon Knight stuff.
Yeah. Well, way before that, I bought at a convention. I bought a full run of Moon Knight Volume 1, full run for like $30 for the full run. Some of them had to be replaced because they some of them had like stamps on them or whatever, but still $30 for take me back to that time, please. All right, so what are we valuing a raw Moon Knight 1? And I haven't brought my Moon Knight out in a long time. My Moon Knight 1. I don't even remember what my condition of my Moon Knight 1 is. I think it was in decent shape. I didn't replace it. I might want to look at it and put it on the order for next time. Moon Knight 1 high grade, very fine. I'm gonna. This is in good shape. I'm gonna put it at like 70. I think.
Okay.
I think we'll call it 70. I don't think that's far off from what you paid for it. I don't think it's far. I think it's probably about what you paid for it, actually.
Didn't I pay I paid a lot.
I think you paid around 70.
Yeah, I think it was 70. So it better be 9.2.
We'll see. If you want, you can pre-screen it. Next we have Batman 357. So this is what is this the first? Is okay. Is this the first Jason Todd? Is that what this is? I forget what this is. It's my book. I forgot what it was. Somebody tell me before I get there. Batman 357. I'm going to look it up to find the year, and I'm going to see. This is embarrassing. Can't remember what my own freaking book is. Batman 357. First Jason Todd. And cameo Killer Croc. Okay. Because that's what, in my mind, I was like, God, I can't remember. Is this the first Jason Todd or the first Killer Croc? I know it's like one of the two. My confusion was that it's both. So I forgive myself. This is high grade. Yeah, this is in good shape. No spine ticks. There's maybe a couple small color breaking spine tick. A little bit of blunting on one of the corners, but other than that, um, this is in beautiful shape. All right, so this is where's the year? 83, 1983. 85 is close. DC and high grade Jason Todd. How many people care about Jason Todd? That's the question. I care about Jason Todd. I have this priced at $150. Seems about right. I feel good about that. All right, we're getting down there. 4 more books. So, all right. So I have another silver. It's a silver. This is Silver Surfer number 6. This isn't a key issue. It's just really hard to find Silver Age Silver Surfers in good condition. The square bound stuff, like the binding is for the most part pretty great. It's actually like the top is really good, the bottom's really good. There's a little bit of crunch in the middle, which is kind of strange, but it's really clean. So I'm gonna grade it. Actually, and you know what? I think I said earlier, nothing in that I'm sending to CBCS is going to be for sale. This probably will be for sale. The reason I'm sending it to CBCS is because I don't have enough other Silver Age stuff to send to CGC to make it worth it. And I'm not penalized for having a mix of books with CBCS, which is kind of nice. Where I feel like I am penalized with CGC. If I have a bunch of modern books and one Silver Age book, I'm going to be paying full return shipping on that one Silver Age book. It feels like a penalty. Also, for each tier at CGC, they charge just a $5 fee, just on top. Just because, just no reason. Every tier, another $5. So if you have a bunch of moderns, a bunch of silver, and then maybe another tier, a magazine tier, you got to pay $15 just off the top for nothing. Whatever. So Silver Surfer 6, it's just a sharp Silver Age copy of books that are hard to get in good condition. Those Silver Age Silver Surfer. Surfer 6, 19 something. Surfer 6. 1969. Nice. Publisher Marvel. I don't actually know what this goes for. Let's do a little investigation. Silver Surfer. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Derek. Like I wish I could send my TMNT stuff to CBCS, but I just can't because they don't have it yet. It's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. 28, 20. I feel that these are for not super great copies. High grade. I don't know if it's that good. I'm gonna put this at like 60. I think 60 is a fair price on this. Even that's probably low, but whatever. I'll bump it up to 70 just cause why not? All right, 3 more books, and these are all signed. So we have Mind Management number 1. This is an NYCC exclusive signed by Matt Kint. Pretty cool. This is a customer book. That's a cool cover. It's a cool book, and Matt Kint signed. Pretty rad. Again, only way to get it gold labeled is CBCS. Mind Migment. What year is Mind Migment? Nope, not 14. Fat fingered that. 2012. Man, it hasn't been that long. 2012. Publisher is Dark Horse. It is a variant. NYCC 2008. Wait, if this book came out in 2012, how's there a 2008 variant? What'd I do? I messed something up. I'm confused. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Nude exclusive. R2D2 Oh, is this just all of the variants that are possible? Okay. That's weird. Or do I put in New York Comic-Con edition? I'll just put that, I guess. Variants screw up so many things. It makes so many things much harder than it needs to be. I don't know. And let's see. We put this at 30. With signature Matt Kint. Is that right? Matt Kint. Matt Kint. Yes. Matt Kint. All right. So then we have The Wretch is another customer book. The Wretch #1. Signed by McCorkindale? Signed by McCorkindale and signed and remarked by Phil Hester. I'm pretty sure that's McCorkindale. Bruce McCorkindale, yes. So there we got a double. We got a double. It's pretty cool. I'm a big Phil Hester fan. I like Phil Hester. I understand his style is not for everyone. No, not special edition 2020. Oh, and not Wretches either. Wretch. What? The Wretch? Has no one ever graded this at CBCS, or is this actually called something else? It's The Wretch. Interesting. All right. Well, it's first one, I guess. Wretch #1. I probably should have looked at the year while I had it open, but I did not. So we will search it. $1996. Derek, you know what? That is a good question. I do have two books with remarks here, both this and the Usagi. I don't know off the top of my head. You know, I'll that is a good question. I'm gonna I'll reach out to my representative. I'll send him an email tomorrow. Actually, you know what? Not my representative, because I've recently got in touch with someone who's actually in the signature verification department. So I'll probably message him instead, since he's in that department. But yeah, that is a good question, um, because as we'll see here, I didn't have this chart for very much actually. Uh, it's just there's signatures, right? It doesn't say anything about a remark. Yeah, yeah, that's a good question. What does CGC do? Like I actually don't have any remarked books, so I'm not sure. Make sure I spell Bruce McCorkindale. I just want to make sure I spell his name right, obviously. McCorkindale. All right. So yeah, they'll like someone asked before they had like I remember what it was, like a lady death or something that had 7 signatures. The signatures add up if you get them all verified. It's worth it. Not able to find your comic title. Click to enter your desired comic title. This is new. Custom comic title. The Wretch. It's not custom. It's what it's called. They just haven't seen it before. But they also I'll put that's fine. No, I don't think they green like it. If they haven't witnessed it, then yeah, it'd be green labeled. But on their witness book, or what I'm asking is on their witness books where they're remarked and their gold label, does it say signature and remark? I don't. I'm not sure. I don't know off the top of my head. All right, last book, and I'm like I have no connection to this. This is actually another one that will be probably be available for sale. Legends of the Dark Knight number 50. It's just a nice minty copy, and it's signed by John Beatty. So get it graded, and I think this was just included in a lot of stuff that I got. So I wanted something else that was in there, and this was just included, so I have no connection to it. But I figured I could get rid of it easier or for more if I had it slabbed and verified. So it says it mentions the sketch on the label. Is that what you're saying, Derek? Okay. Yeah, I would hope that the thing that's tough is obviously CGC can do it because they saw them draw the sketch, and CBCS can authenticate a signature because they have multiple examples of that signature. But how do you authenticate a sketch? So that's I mean that's a really good question. So yeah, I'll have to ask ask that contact I have at CB the verification contact. John Beatty, that's right? That's John Beatty. Oh man. Wow, this is not as minty as I thought it was. This has a pretty good ding in it. That was hidden. I'm actually not going to do this. I don't know if this is pressable because this is one of those. This has a harder stock cover, and I did not notice this, and it's not breaking color, but that's going to be hard to get out. I'm not going to do this one. I'm not going to do this one. Stop. Cancel. Go away. Cancel. Cancel. Don't want it. All right. Yeah, this has it's really well hidden in it, and I can't believe I just noticed it. You're not even gonna be able to see it, but there is a crease in this hard stock cover, and it doesn't break color, but getting that out is gonna be tough. So I'll try to get it out and maybe put it in a future order. Or sell it as is. I don't know. I don't care that much. If anyone's interested in a Legends of the Dark Knight number 50 signed by John Beatty that has a bit of a thing in it, let me know. I'm not attached to it at all. Yeah, no, I understand, Derek. It's not just about the intent to sell. It's about it accurately representing what it is. And just out of curiosity, just what it says and what their stance is on verifying remarks. Like if it's a signature and a remark, do they just say like, well, we verified the signature, the remark is obviously them. Is that good enough? I don't know. But it would be nice if it had it on there. I can understand if they didn't. But then the question is, what do they put? Right? They can't just ignore it. Right? So does it say signed and remarked by Clayton Crane or whoever? Or does it say signed by Clayton Crane with remark on the cover and they don't count it against the grade? That is a good question. I don't know. But yeah, I will. I'll find out and I'll post it in the comments here on this video, and I'll reach out to you, Derek, as well as soon as I have an answer. Just because you specifically asked the question. So yeah, that's everything, man. That's a good 43 books. Woo! Oh boy. There's the amount. It'll be a little cheaper because I do have that 15% off discount code that applies to the slabs themselves, but not to the signatures. So it will bring that down a little bit, which is definitely nice. Some of this is already paid for, right? This is not all out of my pocket because some of them are customer books. But that is a good chunk. But it's 43 books. That's a lot. That's going to be a fun opening video when that comes back. So stay tuned for that whenever it happens in a month or so. Other things, I don't know. Oh, if you didn't notice on my Facebook and Instagram, I am going to be running a sale. Just a New Year's sale. Just a 2020 is over. Let's bring in 2021 right. And I'll be offering 10% off of all my services, all the pressing services. Obviously, I can't discount if you want to have stuff sent to like CBCS and CGC and things like that. I can't discount their prices, and there are other things I'm not going to discount. I'm not going to discount the fee for submitting to CBCS and CGC if you want them done, because I already way undercharged for that, and that's what kind of helps me just pay for that subscription. And I need to review what I charge for that. It's probably way too low. But the services themselves, like the pressing and the cleaning and stuff like that, 10% off all of those services for any submissions that are received during the month of January. And mentioning that ad or that sale, then I'll take that off. So if you're interested in getting any work done, 10% is 10%, So get that. And again, I have to receive it in hand. I have to have a cutoff at some point. So I'll be strict on that cutoff. So anything that's received by that. So with the way post office is, if you get something sent out to me tomorrow, it'll probably be received in January. Well, it'll definitely be received in January. But if you do want to do that, make sure you do it in plenty of time so it's received by January. I can't extend it too long because I do still have a bunch of work and I have other incoming orders that I know about. So I do have to cut it off. It's not something I have to do. It's just something I thought I would do just for the new year, and it'd be fun. Anyway. That's it. Thanks for all for hanging out while I do this. Again, it's one of those things. I knew I was going to be sitting in front of the computer for a while doing this. Might as well flip that switch on and stream and chat for a little bit. And if this was informative to anyone or it was fun, like seeing books, seeing some of my collection, seeing stuff that other people, my customers are having worked on and sent in. If that's fun for you, then I figured we could do some of that stuff. But that's pretty much it. Have a good evening. I'll see you on Wednesday. I'll have my normal Wednesday video up, and we'll do all that. So we'll see you then. And until then, of course, don't forget to make yours Titan.